also as the Prime Minister, the first speaker of the government team, and today's motion is this House believes that European powers with past colonial history should not refuse refugees coming from countries that they previously colonized. So, for the first point, European powers are countries that achieve and have a history in gaining dominance and hegemony towards various regions back in the past when they colonized them. While they also had history in colonialism taking over or gaining power over another region or country politically or in other aspects as in economy and such. While these acts result in refugees and people fleeing, refugees that are people who are affected by the power crisis, an issue in the political world by affecting them and having them have to escape or flee in order to find safety away from their home and or away from home into a foreign country or crossing an international border in order to seek safety. Well, wars and atrocities are happening a lot around the world right now. That means we couldn't ignore that these atrocities affect everybody, especially the ones that are in the horrendous situation. These issue or activity resulting in a bunch of people having to seek safety away from their home in order to stay alive. That are staying alive is basically a human right to be able to keep living their lives. And that comes to us debating this motion today about how European powers with past colonial history should not refuse refugees coming from countries that they previously colonized. And knowing that refugees have no other choice but to find safety, and these European powers with their dark history of a long-lasting colonialism and should take to act and be responsible on their past acts of their wrongdoings in the past. And with this debate, we're aiming to help and make these refugees to be heard and be able to continue their lives, and most importantly set a chance on their right to live as a human being. And this comes to the importance of us debating on the motion by how the world is facing a lot of political conflict and the increase of refugees fleeing their homes out of danger from their own or origin country. So by accepting refugees, the host country or the receiving country also gets positive effects by receiving service from these refugees while the refugees are able to live their life safely and be able to enjoy comfort in the receiving country. The refugees that come from a foreign country will also result in a different type of skill sets from different way of living and could help skill set than the natives that are from the receiving country or from the host country, that could help with other jobs since they have different skill sets and not compete with the natives for jobs in the same type of work field. The European powers should not refuse these refugees from the previous countries they colonized, since it's a win-win type of situation where two of them get positive impact from it. Might it be from the refugee side or the origin countryside or either receiving or host countryside, while keeping true of each other as human being and keeping human rights alive. Human rights as, especially with these European powers or power nations history, and them colonizing these countries and affecting various aspects back then, might it be economy, political, and others, etc., in the past, resulting to them having to face challenge after having to go through struggle of colonialism, and that results to a slower improvement or development in this certain country that they colonized back then. Accepting this refugee should be a part of these power nations or European powers taking responsibility of their past acts or past history. Just like I have stated my points in the refugees being able to help with different work fields, but also not taking over or specializing in a better paid job because of different skill sets, and also most job would require skill sets, a certain skill sets like being fluent in this native language. While also the receiving country could also benefit if the refugees create business and create a larger work field for their people. And this would also benefit in networking with its origin and host country while fixing the relationship from the past or act history. But most importantly, this will give enhancement on welfare aspects, and in order to keep true on human right as each human being. Taking back on how the motion on European powers with past colonial history should not refuse refugees coming from country they previously colonized. For us, since it relates to human rights and result of atrocities and lack of human right with activity as such, and refugees could give positive impacts, and also the country that have colonized could take responsibility of their past acts. Thank you.